How much coffee did I have today? 2. I'm just wondering how my hands are, if they're shaky or not, because I want to test them out, and I want to test out this Android. Why? What is this video gonna be all about? I'm gonna say one name, Brandon Lee. Some of you might know him. Who is it? He is an award-winning filmmaker. He has been featured on National Geographic's, BBC, Times, and so on. If you visit his website, you can see all his short films there, and I'm gonna link it, plus his YouTube channel in the video description below this video, so you can check it after, okay? Moving on. About a month ago, he published a video on his YouTube channel called iPhone Smooth Handheld Moves, No Gimbal. It is a cool video basically where he shows how you can stabilize your footage by just using your body, no gimbal whatsoever. What he writes in the description below is works best with iPhone. And that's where he got me. I have an Android. This is Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. I don't have an iPhone even though I'm planning on getting one. And I heard that the iPhone is possibly a lot more stable, but cannot confirm that. I don't have it. I don't have it tested. I have this. So I want to run all the tests today and you guys will be the judge. Just don't rip me apart, please. The first round will be handheld footage. I'm gonna be filming with this. I'm gonna be actually doing the moves Brandon is teaching. I'm gonna try to recreate them. And I'm gonna try to compare myself to him in terms of being smooth, how you can, if the footage is a little bit closer to his. And I'm gonna be also comparing this phone versus iPhone, but again, I think it's more about the body movements and the skill. The next round will be the same move, but this time with this gimbal. This gimbal, DJI Osmo Mobile 3. Once I am done with all of it, I'm gonna cut those 2 video sequences together and we'll compare the sequence from this smartphone versus the same sequence from DJI Osmo Mobile 3. I want to know if I can do all the moves with both. Probably not. And I want to know if I get close to being smooth. Move number 1 will be just going forward. And just like Brandon said, you have to hold your one hand on the phone, the other one will be just supporting. Then you're gonna bend your knees. You gotta bend it pretty low, I found out, and have your phone in the shoulder level. And just walking forward. What made the difference for me, I realized that I was making very long steps. So every time I was doing those steps, I was kind of going like this, and I could see that in the video. So you have to do very small, tiny steps to maintain the same speed. Move number 2 is going backwards, and just like Brandon, he says you gotta hold your phone like this and twist and you kind of walk forward, but filming kind of backwards. I gotta say, for me it was a little bit tricky because I'm on fitness plan right now, so I'm a little bit sore. The twisting was not really good for me right now, but it is a comfortable move otherwise, because yes, you definitely are not afraid that you're gonna crash into something. Move number 3 is just going forward and then tilt up. And just like Brandon says, it is very important that when you are going forward, that tilt is one continuous smooth move. It was even tricky for me. It was very tricky to maintain the same speed, to have the same curve up. It takes a lot of practice. move number 4 is that Vortex kind of rotating shot as you're walking forward. It needs a little bit of practice again, because you need to develop your hands very to be able to do a smooth turn. Now, I think for me it was day number 3 when I was practicing. The first time I did it, it was impossible, but then the more I did it, it definitely got easier. So that's a move when you need to practice. Also, when I was doing it with just a smartphone handheld, no problem. Obviously, when I grabbed the DJI Osmo Mobile 3, there was a major fail because there's just no Vortex, mode. So with those 4 tips for the handheld shots, I'm gonna go ahead and film the whole video sequence of moves I normally do. It is very difficult to copy or recreate somebody else's moves. We all have different styles, and he is very skilled filmmaker. I'm not simply there. So I'm just gonna do my moves. I'm gonna do whatever I'm doing normally when I'm filming. Now it's time to show you both video sequences. The one will be handheld and the second one will be with the gimbal, now that I cut them together. And I want to know, again, if I got fairly close when it comes to smooth handheld footage to being smooth like Brandon, probably not. And then I want to know if the gimbal footage got very close to my handheld footage, so DJI versus my Android. Probably not either. You'll be the judge. Once you watch them both, let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are. Actually a lot of fun to do. Again, let me know in the comment section below what do you think. And if you're gonna be comparing me and Brandon, just be a little bit easy on me. You know, he's I am Anyways, if you want to check out his YouTube channel and his website, the link will be in the video description below. And now, before I forget, I'm going to start showing some of the best comments of the week, because it's just, they need to be shown just to be more interactive and just to have more fun in those videos. So here's the first one. If you watched the video where I was actually showing off my socks with a hole, there is a comment from David J. We need to start a GoFundMe to get Zdenka a new pair of socks. Yeah. And very coincidentally, I didn't plan on that, I just realized right now that I'm still wearing the same pair of socks. The hole is still there. But I mean, like, they are washed now. I'm not still wearing them, like, for so many days, you get it. And the second comment of the week, one of the funniest comments, was left on one of the videos I did a few days ago, and it was the video about laptops, what laptop to buy for video editing. It's kind of like a buyer's guide. Well, this comment was left by Jonathan Jones, and what he says here is, one mandatory accessory is a little stand to put your laptop on, so when you spill your coffee on the desk, it doesn't get wet. Perfect, brilliant comment. Keep that humor going. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ahoy.